Cages. Hamsters need lots of space to run around and play, and so overall just be happy. Some options of cages may be bin cages, aquariums, or bar cages. Bar cages. Pros, easy to assemble. Cons, hamsters can barge chew, no room for 6+ inches of bedding, and expensive. Bin cages. Pros, provide lots of space, cheap, you can customize it, you can add loads of bedding. Cons, you have to DIY the lid. Aquariums. Pros, look nice, can add tons of bedding, clear for you and your hamster. Cons, really expensive. Suitable hamster cages. Suitable bar cages. Preview 528, Savick Hamster Heaven Metro Cage, Alaska Hamster Cage, and I think the large Zoo Zone. Suitable bin cages. Any bin that has over 450 square inches of floor space. Suitable aquariums. A 40-gallon breeder tank or more. Wheels. Make sure your hamster wheel is big enough for your hamster. I will show the recommended sizes for the following species. Dwarf, 6.5 to 8 inches. Syrian, 8 to 12 inches. I suggest going over 8 inches for every species. Food/feeding. Every 1 to 2 days, you should feed your hamster 1 to 2 tablespoons of food. The food should be a seed mix mixed with pellets. Make sure you give your hamster some vegetables every week. Do not buy oxbow food as it is mainly hay and hamsters don't need any hay in their diet. For treats, you can basically buy anything at the pet store. But if you're getting yogurt drops, make sure you don't feed them a lot. Only feed them once a month as they are high in sugar. Water. Since hamsters are living things like humans, they also need a water supply. You can use a bowl or a bottle. The choice is yours. Both have their pros and cons that I will list to help you decide what you want to use. Bottles. Pros. Hamsters usually know how to drink out of them. You don't have to refill daily, but should still refill every few days. Hamsters can't tip it over. Cons. They usually leak, hard to attach to aquariums and bin cages, and hard to clean. Bowls. Pros. Easy to clean. Hamsters are in a more natural drinking position. Cons. Hamster can tip it over and get wet. You have to refill it every day, and hamsters may not know how to use it. Toys. You should provide your hamster with a variety of toys since they may not like them all, and this allows them to have many options and tend to be less bored. Hamsters need fun in their life too, and lots of people like to count shoes as toys, but those aren't toys, those are necessities. Toys are like bridges, seesaws, tubes, etc. Hideouts. Hamsters need hideouts as it may be their only place to get away from humans, and they should have the option to have privacy. I suggest having at least 2 hides. Plastic hides tend to be cheaper than wooden hides, but I personally prefer wooden, mainly because Ruffles was chewing his plastic hide, so I did have to remove it, but also because wooden ones serve as a chew and a hide, and make it look more natural. Bedding and burrowing. Hamsters are naturally burrowing animals, so they need over 6 inches of bedding to be able to make their burrows, and some may not even burrow till you have at least 10 inches. But you can't just buy any bedding you see at the store. There are only certain ones that are safe. Pine, cedar, corncob, pelleted, and scented are not safe for hamsters and shouldn't be used. Any paper-based bedding other than scented or aspen is safe. If you're using a soft paper bedding, try mixing aspen with it or put a bit of hay in there to hold up your hamster's burrows better so they don't collapse. Chews. Hamster teeth are constantly growing, and to stop them from growing outrageously, you need to provide your little furry friend with different chews. Chews are necessarily cheap and shouldn't cost more than $6 most of the time. Cage maintenance. If your cage is big enough, you should only have to clean the cage once a month, but make sure you're taking out soiled bedding and droppings daily to prevent smell.